So we're in Gatlinburg, folks, and the title may have caught your eye when you saw it. If we only had one day here in Gatlinburg, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
But for us, this is what we would do. And keep in mind, too, this is a good point here now. Keep in mind that our children are grown, and so we'll try to throw some things in here if you have children, but mainly this is for us and our age. So
Yeah.
there you go.
We do have grandchildren, but they're not usually here with us when we spend a day in Gatlinburg.
So we came up to the Park Vista up here, beautiful views.
Up here on top of the hill.
It's fall here in Gatlinburg,
Yes.
and so I think right out of the block, what would be the first thing? You only have so much time, and you know, you'd like to say, well, go to Cage Cove or go do this or that.
But that would take most of the day.
Yeah.
To drive there and stay in there.
I tell you, let's do, you know, if we just had one day, and then we'll throw some other things in there if you have 2 days.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
So right up, I would be up early and go to a place to eat breakfast. You know what it would be?
Pancake Pantry.
The Pancake Pantry.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Now Crockett's is good too, but we would pick Pancake Pantry first.
Yeah, and there's usually a line, so you want to make sure and get there really early.
Yes.
And to make sure that you can get a seat.
Yeah, if y'all have seen that in our video library, we just happened on that a little bit later in the morning one time and got in, but that's the exception is still the rule.
Yeah. So the Pancake Pantry, folks, it's windy. If you can't tell, it's probably blowing the mic. We apologize, but
yeah,
the Pancake Pantry is probably some of the best pancakes here in the Smoky Mountains. That's why we would choose that to probably start off our day.
Yes.
But they have a lot of other things that's good. All their sides are good, right?
Yes, their omelets and eggs and
biscuits and gravy is actually good there.
Yes, it is.
And the coffee is really good.
I remember you liked the
coffee. Yes, it is. So that's definitely how we would probably kick off our day here.
And that would be early in the morning. So then after breakfast, what would we do?
Well, let's just pause there for a minute. If we couldn't make it in there, we would probably go to the Log Cabin Pancake House.
Yes.
It's on the airport road, just right down the bottom of the mountain here.
Yeah.
It's really good also. So that would probably be our second. And then you could also go to Crockett's. There's a lot of others, but we're talking about one day, early morning, Pancake Pantry.
Yes. So then when we came out there, we'd have some time, I guess, with full bellies to
walk the strip.
Go ahead and walk the strip and go in some shops.
And the village is right there. We definitely want to go into the village as we come out and look at all the pretty fountains and maybe pick up some donuts for later at the Donut Fry.
After having pancakes.
Yeah. You got to get that food while you're near it.
Yeah, that's right.
Lots of good shops.
Walk around and go in the shops and maybe the Mountain Mall is some of my favorites in there.
Yeah. And you know, we have a video, and if we don't forget, we'll link it up here, that has some of Karen's favorite shops to shop in. But if you watch our videos, you kind of know where we go.
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. And I think for the whole day, so we have breakfast, and then we would have the evening. So maybe in the middle of the day we could do a chairlift, either the sky lift or we could go to Anakista.
Yeah, one of the others. I think for sure if you have children or your grandkids with you, I would probably do Anakista.
Yes.
Does take a little bit more of your day. So remember, we're trying to think of crunching down a day here in Gatlinburg.
Right, but we're talking about from early morning to even into nightfall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gatlinburg's pretty at night.
It is beautiful at night.
First pick would probably just be the Gatlinburg Sky Lift because it doesn't take so long to get up there and back down, and the views are really great.
Oh, we love the views, yeah. So that would be pretty.
We would pack that into the day.
And then I guess we would be hungry to snack a little bit for lunch by this time.
After all the shopping and walking on the streets, and yeah, probably so.
So maybe we would have what? Ogle dog at Fanny Farkle's and sliced pizza.
From Under the Space Needle.
Yes.
Big old huge pieces of pizza. You've probably seen us eating that before.
We'd share all that, and while we're going in and out of shops, we could maybe have a chocolate-covered strawberry from Kilwin's.
And while we're on the street, we would pick up some caramel corn from the caramel corn store for later. We don't have to eat it right then.
No.
Later that night. Okay, so next up, after up and down the strip and getting some munchies and either the sky lift or Anakista.
And we probably do the sky lift, so what would you think? It'd probably be about 1 o'clock by now?
Yeah.
So then what could we do around 1 or 1:30?
Well, what we love and we enjoy, again, keep in mind our age, and that would be the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail.
Yes, we love that. And you don't have to stop and get out. You can, but you don't have to. You can see it from your car.
You can just ride through, and just beautiful scenery. It's it's free, right? So
it's in a part of the national park, right?
It is in the national park. It's one way. The roads can be a little narrow, but you do fine.
Yeah, it's just one way, so you don't have to worry about passing oncoming traffic.
Yeah. The beautiful scenery is just amazing as you drive through there, and the waterfalls and the place of 1,000 drips. There's also a couple of hikes if you want to do them. We don't recommend a hike if you just got one day in Gatlinburg, do we?
No.
If it is one, we would recommend going up to Sugarland's Visitor Center and doing the trail out behind that.
Yeah, that's the best one.
But there are a couple of hiking trails there on Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail.
And there's a couple of places you can get out and see cabins and learn a little bit about the history of the people who lived there and settled there.
Yeah. But this time you need to be watching your watch, because what we're going to recommend, because of memories, okay? And not just because of memories, because we love the food there.
Yes. We would start around 4 o'clock calling the Peddler trying to get reservations.
Did you hear that? The Peddler.
Yes, the Peddler. That would be our go-to place for dinner. And you just start an hour before you're going to visit and hope you get through and get some reservations and get ready for some yummy food.
Yeah. And while you go, and if you're waiting outside, it's really neat. There's some benches right there on the river.
Yes.
You can sit out there and talk. Romantic. And but wow, one of your favorites is a salad bar. You want to talk about it?
I love the salad bar. I mean, it is just crazy. It's fresh. You even like the salad bar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all fresh spinach and different kinds of lettuce and arugula and different things, and then every vegetable and topping you can think of, and all different kinds of dressings for salads and toppings, like sunflower seeds and bacon and croutons, and then really crackers, and then we love the bread when it gets there.
Oh, the bread and the butter.
Yes, homemade sweet cream butter and bread.
So yes, the bread is delicious there, and the butter.
And you usually order a ribeye, right?
Yes, I do, and the ribeye is there. It's really good cut of meat.
I usually ordered a grilled chicken, but the last few times I got grilled shrimp, and that's what my kick is right now, to Peddler shrimp.
Good. Baked potatoes are excellent there.
Love the baked potatoes.
And service is always good.
Excellent.
But the thing is, there are big crowds there, and you're going to have to get there early and get in line.
And if you're ever wanting to get in the Peddler and you can't, remember that the Park Grill in Gatlinburg is owned by the same people, and they have the exact same salad bar and bread and butter, but the menu is a little bit different.
Yeah. If you can't get into the Peddler, we would say go to the Park Grill, right?
Yes,
So yeah, that's going to take some time depending on where you're at, but I'm telling you, for dessert there, if you watched us, you know I've got a weakness for hot fudge cake, and they have something called Christie's. Isn't that it?
Christie's chocolate cake.
Oh, it is just delicious to me.
But it's not hot, but it has the ice cream on it and different kinds of chocolate, and it's pretty.
And a good cup of coffee.
Yes.
It is an excellent way to end the meal there.
Yes.
Great. After that, what are we going to do?
Well, we love Gatlinburg at night after dark, so it'd be time to walk off some of those calories.
But River Road, which runs parallel to the main strip, is just a beautiful walk, especially in the evening.
Yeah, so that'd be neat to walk up through there at night.
Yeah, you can get you something to drink or whatever, or a Cinnabon, or take your caramel corn and for a snack as you go down through there.
Or get chai tea, since I didn't have a coffee at the Peddler.
Yeah, but that kind of puts the finishing touches for us on the day. Just walking by the river is so peaceful. Smoky Mountains at its best, and
just winding down the day.
Yeah,
that would basically be a perfect day for us in Gatlinburg.
Yeah. Now there's maybe we'll follow this up with some honorable mentions on some other things.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
If we just had one day in Gatlinburg, these are some things we would recommend.
Yes.
And we would do personally. We're not telling you what someone else might do. Because if we had children, things would probably be a little bit different.
Right.
There would probably be some putt-putt in there, some go-karts in there,
Uh-huh.
and some things like that.
Right, and we'd still go to the Pancake Pantry, but we
Yeah.
might go somewhere different for dinner.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like the Alamo or something like that.
Yes, Don't forget, we said that if you had 2 days, we'll mention a few other things. So what's some other things they could do in 2 days?
Some honorable mentions. Well,
Yeah.
if you had 2 days, I would seriously consider Cade's Cove.
Cade's Cove.
And remember, we're not talking about Pigeon Forge here. This is strictly in the Gatlinburg Great Smoky Mountains. I would
Right.
say Cade's Cove, I would say drive up over to Newfound Gap
Out,
and experience that, and then back down into town. That's something else I would do.
Yes.
I think we definitely go to Sugarlands Visitor Center. If you come to the
Yes.
Smokies and you have time, now Sugarlands is just right up the road here, so it's not hard to get to. That might be something you want to throw into your one day.
The visitor center
Yep.
is really neat, and there's plenty to do there.
Yeah, check out some other restaurants in town, and there's just so much to do here. Isn't
There
there?
is.
You could easily fill up 2 days,
Easily.
but to pack a lot into one day, that's what a lot of people have asked us. Hey, we only have one day, so
Right.
we've shared some of those things with you. Again, take into consideration what we enjoy or what we like, you might not.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, on this little discussion and real talk about what we would do if we had one day in Gatlinburg, one day only. And boy, it would be great to go from early morning to nightfall and get all that in that we love, right?
Yeah, and we obviously left some things out, but we're trying to think of time-sensitive things
Right.
to get in there in a realistic way to
Right.
be able to do. You know what's been funny is Karen trying to keep her hat on in this wind.
I know.
It actually blew it off several times. I think we caught one of them on camera.
Yes. That'll be a good blooper.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming along with us on this little real talk about what we would do if we had a day in Gatlinburg from morning to night. Thanks for all our supporters and subscribers. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and appreciate all your kind comments on our YouTube videos.
Yeah. Thanks again, folks. We appreciate you. Until next time, we're Fridays.
Forever.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
We're going to step out of the way and let you see this beautiful view.
Yes.
Say hi to everybody.